Hello, everyone. Welcome. For those that don't know me, my name is Robbie, and guiding you through a little yoga practice today. Just to take a moment before we start to express a little bit of vulnerability. And those who haven't taken my class before, I teach a lot through vulnerability and what's going on in my life. And right now, April 21st, 2020, it's been an interesting 5 weeks that we've just gone through, and in my local town we've had a very tragic, horrific tragedy actually. So with the fatal shootings that's gone on in Nova Scotia, my community has been a part of that. I feel very fortunate to be in an area such as Nova Scotia where everyone is pulling together their energy just to help each other. I have fallen out of my yoga practice in the last week or so. So today is going to be a gentle practice with some meditation and just guided breath, gentle movement to begin diving into our bodies. But for this practice, let's focus on taking that light that's inside of our hearts and sharing it with the rest of the world. I feel today, above all days, is a day that we need to pull together to be strong for ourselves and strong for each other. I love you all. Let's begin. We'll start lying on our backs in Shavasana. And as we lie here, and close your eyes. Begin to feel how your body feels into the earth and into your mat. Breathing slowly in through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling how the breath comes in, how your ribs expand, your lungs, your belly, and your back. You begin to send the breath deeper into your body, to your fingertips, into your toes. And before we move, we'll bring the awareness to the center of our chest, to our hearts. And as we bring this awareness to our chests, to our hearts, I want you to bring in a warm, soft, platinum light. As we breathe in through our nose, we see that light get brighter and brighter. And as we breathe out, we hold on to that light. As we breathe in, the light in our heart gets brighter, filling up. And as we breathe out to let go, we hold on to that light. We will use this light to guide us through our practice today, leading with our hearts. Take a deep breath in. And open your mouth. One more time, because it always feels so good. Fill all the way up. And let it all go. Begin to roll your head from side to side, wiggling the fingers and the toes, bringing our ankles together and our hands up over our head. Take a nice big stretch. Oh, never felt so good. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Gently rock from side to side, and it's just a gentle hug. Soft. Just begin to notice how your hips feel. And come to stillness. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out through your nose, squeeze in a little bit tighter. 2 more like this. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze in tighter. 1 more time, full breath in. And let it all go. Holding on to the right leg, extend the left leg out onto the floor, hugging onto that right right shin or knee. With every breath out, squeeze in just a little bit tighter. Just to begin to feel a little bit of openness in our hips and in the back of the leg. Another full breath in. And a full breath out. And every time you squeeze in a little bit tighter, bring that awareness into your center of your chest. And brighten your light with every inhale. Switching sides. Extend the right. Bring in the left. And just a nice gentle stretch here. Keep both feet flexed and engaged, pulling the toes back towards your face. And close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your nose. 2 more breaths here. Nice deep breath in. And let that go. Extend both legs. Let's take another big stretch. Point your toes. Feel the tops of your feet and your ankles here. And then bring your hands down by your sides. And bring your knees up over your hips. Just to warm up our bellies a little bit here. Knees over your hips. Ankles in line with your knees. I describe this as sitting in a chair and falling over backwards. Press the big toes together and your heels slightly apart. Keeping the back on the floor and the head on the floor in this exercise, really keep the lower back pressed into the floor. So we do that by pulling up our navels and pressing our lower back. So you may even find that you need to tilt your pelvis up a little bit towards the sky to really engage and keep that lower back on the floor. Think of keeping the glutes engaged, the inner thighs, a lot going on here. Inhale, extend your legs out halfway. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale out. Keep the lower back on the floor. Exhale, bring it back. And out. We're doing 10. 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. 2. Now on this last one, inhale and extend, and we're going to hold here. Continue to breathe. Flex the toes. Big toes together. Heels slightly apart. Really keep that lower back on the floor. Keep breathing. I know you've missed my counting, so here we go. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. I'm really trying to control the shaking in my voice here. And you're like, just keep counting. I forgot. I lost count. Where were we? 6. 5. 4. You got this. 3. 2. Big breath in. Oh, exhale and give yourself a big hug. Whew. Felt that today. When you're ready, through center or one side, we'll meet in tabletop. Tabletop on all fours. Hands and knees. Really press the tops of the feet into the floor. Spread the fingertips wide apart. Inhale, lift the chin and chest. Look towards the sky, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale to lift. Close your eyes. Connect your breath to the movement. Breathe out and round. Inhale, lift. Exhale and round. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in and lift. Exhale and round. Breathe in and lift. One last time. Exhale, round. Coming into a flat back, neutral table. Keep the navel up and in here. We're going to press the tops of the feet into the floor. We're going to stretch the metatarsals, the tops of the feet and the ankles. So here what we're going to do is you're going to really press the tops of the feet into the floor and lift the knees. And then this is up to you to how high you want to lift the knees and hips towards the sky to really press into the tops of the feet here, into the tops of the toes. And then you can send your hips towards your heels in this lifted child's pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, deep breath in. Exhale, lower back down, and just pat the tops of the feet into the floor here a little bit just to release where you were. Tuck your toes underneath. Downward facing dog. Just take a couple breaths here in downward dog. Maybe pedaling out your feet, pulling the navel up and in. Really press through your hands and pull the shoulders away from your ears. Think of this as a tabletop. Back is flat as you lift or pull your chest towards your thighs and your shins. Maybe even thinking of taking the collarbone to your big toes. Find a length in your body. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. Deep breath in together. And open your mouth. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. However, just keep your legs parallel here as you press your hips towards your heels, forehead towards the earth. But again, just keeping your legs about hip width apart. Deep breath in. And let it go. Creating a small flow here. Inhale, forward to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, table. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, hip to heels. To create more mindfulness, keep with this flow. Inhale, table. Exhale, modified child's pose. Again, coming back to creating mild mindfulness here. You're welcome to join me in sound or in silence. I will be creating the Om sound on the exhale. Inhale, forward, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Om. Om. Staying in downward dog here for 3 breaths. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Either through your knees or full push-up. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift baby cobra, just a little lift in the chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift and stay. You're welcome to lift your hands up off the floor to a hover or maybe even interlace your fingers behind your back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, sending the knuckles to your heels. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Let the light shine from your hearts. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands back underneath of your shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath, either through your knees or full push-up. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Let's put all that together. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up, baby cobra, or upward facing dog, whatever's in your practice today. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step, walk, or float to the top of the mat. Breathe in for a flat back, hands into the shins or the thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Coming all the way up. Taking a nice big stretch. Exhale, fold down. Sun salutation A. Warm up the body up a little bit here. Breathe in for a flat back. Hands to the earth. Step or float. High to low plank. Chaturanga. Low push-up. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step or walk. Float, top of the mat. Breathe in, flat back. And fold. Inhale, rise, coming all the way up. Taking your big stretch. Fold down. One more time. Sun salutation A. Breathe in, flat back. Hands to the earth. Step or float. Chaturanga, low push-up. Into baby cobra, upward facing dog. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step or walk. Float, top of the mat. Breathe in, flat back. Fold and stay. Maybe hold on to your elbows, the back of your legs, the back of your head. And just dangle the waist for a moment. Bring the awareness back to the center of your chest. And breathe in all that warm platinum light. Letting go of the arms. Inhale, rise. Taking your time. Rolling all the way up, shoulders back, hands down by your sides. Deep breath in, Tadasana. Through your nose, breathe out. Another breath here. Bringing your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, you send the knuckles down past the tailbone, really opening up our chests here today, releasing our hearts and all that warm, positive energy. Take a breath here first, standing. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift the chest, look towards the sky. Exhale, fold at the waist, keeping your hands interlaced behind your back. And then maybe begin to lift your arms up off of your back. Tucking your shoulders back. Really opening up the chest here as we stretch into our hamstrings. Really releasing at the head and neck. Continue to breathe. Listen to your body. Focus on your light in your heart. Another big breath in here. Breathe out. Keeping your hands interlaced, pressing through your feet, slowly rise. Coming all the way back up. Sending those knuckles back down past your tailbone, lift the chest. And then release your arms. Tadasana, mountain pose, full breath in. And a full breath out. A full breath in. And let it go. One more time. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Send the knuckles down past your tailbone. Pull the navel up and in. Shoulders are back. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, maybe lift the arms up off the back. Really stretching into the chest here and the shoulders, releasing your hearts. Full breath in and breathe out. Inhale, slowly rise, coming all the way up, sending the knuckles past the tailbone, lift the chest, and then release the arms. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Sun salutation A, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in for a flat back. Hands to the earth, step or flow. Chaturanga, low push up into baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step through to the front of your mat, runner's lunge. Back heel is lifted up off the floor. If you need to lower your back knee to the floor, by all means. When you're ready and found your balance, inhale, rise. Bring your arms up overhead. Shoulders are down and back. And deep breath in. Exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Really keeping that navel up and in here. Squeezing that left glute muscle. And deep breath in. Stay for this breath out. Inhale, lift the hands a little bit. Exhale, fold forward, framing the front foot. Inhale, lift the right arm and twist towards the right side of the room. 3 breaths here. Deep breath in. Exhale, hand down, step back. Option for chaturanga for a vinyasa flow or downward dog. It's up to you. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step through to the front of your mat. Runner's lunge. If you want to put that right knee on the floor, by all means. Then when you find your balance, inhale, rise. Really breathing in that light into your chest. Slight lift of the sternum. Pull the belly up and in. That pelvis forward. Squeeze the right glute muscle. 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, hand down. Frame the front foot. Pressing the right hand into the earth. Lift the left and twist. 3 breaths here. Being mindful of your breathing. Really focusing on staying present and being here in this moment. So you can always come back to the light in your heart when you notice your mind to begin to wander. Deep breath in. Exhale, hand down, step back. Options are downward dog or chaturanga. And we'll meet in downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step, walk, or float, top of the mat. Breathe in for a flat back. Fold. Inhale, rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, sit down and back. Utkatasana, chair pose. Deep breath in. Breathe out and sit a little bit lower. Full breath in. Exhale, fold. Breathe in for a flat back. Hands to the earth. Step or float. Chaturanga. Sun salutation B. Inhale to lift for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step through to the front of your mat. Warrior one. Your left foot will be pointed towards the left top corner of the room. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lunge forward. Now again, you really want to pull that excuse me. Sorry. It's dry in here. Really pull that navel up and in. Squeeze the left glute muscle. And lunge a little bit deeper. Take your hands down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Shoulders pulling back. Knuckles past your tailbone. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, humbling your warrior. You're welcome to lift the arms up off your head. Keep the ribs to the inside of that front thigh. Really opening up our chest and our heart today. 3 breaths. Inhale, rise. Coming all the way up. Lift the chest. Lift the arms up over your head. Exhale, fold. Step back. Options, chaturanga or downward dog. Leave that up to you. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step through to the front of your mat. Warrior one, other side. Right toes this time will be pointed towards the top right corner of the room. Inhale to rise. Exhale and lunge forward. Adjust your warriors, you need be. Really pull up that navel, squeeze the glute muscles. And lunge a little bit deeper. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Knuckles past your tailbone. Lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Humbling your warrior. Lifting your arms up off the back. Ribs to the inside of that front thigh. 3 breaths. Inhale, rise. All the way up. Lift the chest. Then lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Chaturanga. This is our last flow, so take what you need here. We'll meet in downward dog. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And open your mouth. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Come to a seat on your mat. Taking your legs straight out in front of you. Paschimottanasana, straight-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching for the thighs, the shins, the toes. Taking 3 breaths here. Close your eyes. Bring in the awareness to the center of your chest again, to your heart. And breathe in that warm platinum light. Full breath in. Open your mouth. Slowly. Walk your hands back up your legs. Point your toes. Take your hands behind you. Fingertips towards your hips. Lift the chest. Drop the head back. Realigning our spines from where we just were. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. Bending your knees, flexing your feet, take your hands behind your thighs and just slowly lower all the way down to your backs. Bending your knees, soles of the feet to the floor. Shifting your hips to the left, roll your knees to the right, arms into a T position or cactus. Wherever you're at, if you want to open up the chest a little bit more, cactus might be more in your practice today. Then roll your head to the left side. And taking a few breaths here. As we lie here in stillness, you'll notice that the mind will begin to wander. Come back into this body, into this space. And come back to your hearts. And breathe in that warm platinum light. Beginning now to see that that light is so bright, it's beginning to shine through your entire body. Full breath in. Let it go. Slowly rolling back to center. And just big windshield wipers for a moment to release the pelvis and the hips and the spine. When you're ready, shift your hips to the right. Roll your knees to the left. Again, arms in a T position or cactus. Cactus will help you open up a little bit more into the chest, into the heart. Roll your head to the right side. Close your eyes. And breathe. Breathe in. I am breathing in. Breathe out. I am breathing out. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Slowly rolling back to center. Windshield wiping back and forth. Back and forth. Bring your knees into your chest. And give yourself a great big hug. When you're ready, Shavasana, our final pose. As you come into Shavasana, bring all the awareness to the center of your chest, to your heart center. And breathe in that warm platinum light. Full breath in. Open your mouth. And just be. before you move, and you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. But in this moment, as you come back into this body, to this space, bring the awareness back to the center of your chest. And breathe that warm platinum light into your heart. That light now is so bright, and so warm and comforting. You can now share that light and send it into the universe so that we can comfort each other in this time and in this moment. 3 breaths. Focus on nothing but that white light inside your heart. Full breath in. And let it all go. Rolling your head from side to side. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circles at the ankles and the wrists. When you're ready, that beautiful big stretch. Rolling to one side. Letting go of everything that happened before this. And starting again as you come into a seat by leading with your hearts. With your eyes closed, your hands at heart center. Before I seal this practice off, I want to thank you all for joining me here today and sharing your practice with me. And sharing your energy, sharing your light. Remember that in any moment that we find ourselves in darkness, we can always find light. We just have to look inside our hearts. I would like to seal this practice off with one Om. You're welcome to join me in sound or in silence. We'll take a cleansing breath to start. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Inhale to Om. Wherever you are in the world today, know that you are loved. Know that you're enough. And know that you are whole. Thank you all so very much. Namaste. Thank you.